Hi, everybody. This is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do another channeled collective message for you guys to see what you need to know for your highest and greatest good on your healing and ascension journey. Please take what resonates for you and leave what does not resonate for you for someone else, because I may channel signs of confirmation and or messages for some people and some for others. And it doesn't matter however long ago I post this. If you were pulled to it, I do believe there's a message in here for you, because I don't believe in coincidences. And I always put the intention when I record these videos that those who need to see them will see them in divine timing. Okay. So I wanted to just share with you, initially when I was in the shower, I sometimes will get, I've shared this before in previous videos, I sometimes will get intuitive downloads from my higher self, the Holy Spirit. And I was getting soul star chakra. So I don't know much about soul star chakra. So I did a little bit of just a little light research right before I started recording this. And I believe this is a message for everybody right now. I'm going to write this down on my list before I start channeling other messages. And if you're new with me, welcome. Typically, I will start with channeling any number of things. It could be people's names, zodiac signs, all kinds of different things, what you do for a living, where you live, things like that. Even cats. I think I've channeled people's cats and horses and things like that. As signs of confirmation that this is your message, and or some initial messages for the collective. And then I go to the cards, and then I have confirmation cards of the message too that'll confirm the message that I pull. Okay. But also I share what truths I've learned and things that came through, like when I'm meditating, like this morning. So I'm just going to share this soul star chakra. I kept hearing, I looked it up, and it's the soul star chakra is the 8th chakra. It sits about 6 to 12 inches above your crown chakra, which is at the top of your head, and it acts as a spiritual bridge to higher consciousness, divine wisdom, and your soul's true purpose. The color is brilliant white, gold, or soft mauve, and it acts as an energetic gateway for cosmic light, past life memory, and the Akashic records. Signs of an imbalanced soul star chakra, whether it's blocked or underactive, this is what some of the symptoms are: feeling disconnected from your life path, lack of spiritual inspiration, or general just overall confusion, being overly tied to physical material concerns like your money, your finances. The signs of a balanced or open soul star chakra are deep intuitive trust and inner peace, clear alignment with your personal mission, moments of unity and universal love. And there's ways to activate and balance that. You can look that up online. You can use sound therapies. Like, I listen to singing bowls all the time, every day. And that's just what I was personally pulled to. But use your intuition, whatever you're pulled to. That's what your soul is telling you need. Okay. Your intuition. All right. So I just wanted to share that real quick before I start channeling some of the initial words of confirmation and messages. I thought that was very interesting that I was hearing that. And I think a lot of us are going through some kind of a cleanse and an activation of our soul star chakra at this time, learning what our life mission is. I'm hearing Archangel Michael, which is, if you resonate as a twin flame, you don't have to maybe resonate as a twin flame, but if you resonate as a twin flame, he's the patron saint of twin flames, basically, over your life mission. So he helps guide those who are here with a very specific mission to shift consciousness of humanity at certain times. He's here to assist and guide people into their life purpose mission and protects them on that. So I'm going to write Archangel Michael down as well. So I think this is going to be more of like a collective message, but we'll see what else come out. There might be a mixture of that and then relationships, and we're just going to see what comes out. Okay. Because I don't try to control any of these messages to be love, relate, or whatever. That's just how they come out. All right. So thank you, Holy Spirit, for these messages. What other signs of confirmation do you have for the collective watching this, that this is their message? I'm hearing Bambi. I don't know if somebody's name is Bambi or you liked the Disney movie Bambi. Bosworth could be last name. Again, only take what resonates for you and leave what does not for somebody else. I'm hearing Rotel. So I don't know if somebody's eaten Rotel or you like Rotel. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay, Marsala. Okay. Sanctuary. I don't know. I'm hearing Sam Smith. I don't know what that is. Sam Smith, I guess. I don't know, but I was hearing Sam Smith. I was like thinking it was one. Maybe that's the person, Sam Smith. Maybe somebody likes listening to Sam Smith. Her reactor. Tubing. I don't know if somebody's going tubing on a river. This is South Fork or something. Okay. What that is. Maybe somebody will. I think this is what I'm hearing. Newfoundland. Yeah, and I just heard Finnish. Somebody's Finnish. I'm seeing fish. So I don't know if somebody is a fisherman, or they live in a fishing village, or I'm seeing like really cold, frigid water, like somebody's bundled up. And then I'm seeing like icy, like waters than fish. So I don't know if that resonates with somebody. What's really strange is now in my mind's eye, I'm seeing a older gentleman, half bald, white hair, in white robes, speaking in like ancient Rome. Speaking of Akashic records and past life, I don't know if was somebody's past life. It's like there was some kind of public official or a senator or something. And I see them like up on a podium, like speaking to a large group of, looks like other senators. Okay, very interesting. I just heard mortuary. I don't know if somebody works in a mortuary. I'm hearing the name Paul Jones. I'm hearing teepee. So I don't know if somebody has Native American ancestry. Great Plains. I'm hearing white buffalo. I'm seeing some kind of a green crystal. It's like a rough crystal. It's not like a buffed one where it's shiny and clear. It's similar to this, and I really don't even know what this one is. But my friend in Georgia gave it to me, and part of her rock collection that she gathered when she was hiking through the mountains in Georgia. But I'm seeing a crystal very similar to this right here. It could be like the same kind. I don't know what this is. So I don't know if that'll resonate for somebody. And we'll see what comes out in the crystal deck when I pull the crystal deck. I just heard green aventurine. That might be a crystal that somebody wants to maybe look into getting. I think that came out in yesterday's reading. I'm hearing soul searching. So some of you are soul searching right now. You could be searching your soul about a purpose, what your purpose is, who you feel like you really are deep down. Maybe you feel like you're just not resonating as who you thought you were, and you are questioning everything you've ever done and believed. By the way, you guys, I have a Microsoft computer. I'm looking at my desktop that it changes every day. It's purple and it's white, and it's got almost like a orangish mauve color. I think that's really funny because that's crown chakra and soul star chakra. But I got to take a picture of this for you guys, and I'll upload it on my community page because this is a beautiful picture of this it's like a moth or a butterfly. Looks like a moth because it's furry, but it's a beautiful picture. I just thought it was so interesting that I'm getting this message and I look up and this is on the computer. No coincidences. There's never any coincidences when we see things like that. It's just how spirit works. They always give us signs and synchronicities. So anyway, I just thought that was very interesting. And I wanted to mention that because I just looked up and was looking right at it as I was talking. So you may be seeing signs and synchronicities like that, and then looking them up and saying, what does this mean? I'm hearing lake. So I don't know if some of you maybe you're out camping by a lake, or you live by a lake, or you're going to go on a vacation by a lake to get, if it resonates. I did just hear Lake Tahoe. So for some of you, it may be Lake Tahoe. Soul transformation. No coincidence that is a moth or a butterfly, because that's all about transformation. That whole process of metamorphosis that the moth or the butterfly goes through. They're in that hermit mode, they're in that cocoon, and they're transforming. And I think a lot of you are in that process right now. You're in your chrysalis transforming right now. A lot of you could be in hermit. That's been coming out a lot lately. Could be in hermit, introspecting, soul searching. Who am I? What am I here to do? I don't feel like things feel right anymore for me. Like who I'm with in a relationship, what this career is, like who am I deep down? Like I don't feel like I'm being authentic. And a lot of you could be going through this right now. And that's part of spiritual awakening to another level. We all go through major spiritual awakenings throughout our life, several different levels. And I just heard tower moments. So yeah, some of you could be experiencing tower moments right now. And you could be in hermit introspecting. We're going to see what comes out in the cards. Some of you could be seeing butterflies or moths as a sign or synchronicity of your transformation. I'm seeing a wolf, like a lone wolf. We might pull from the animal spirit oracles at the end too. Some of you may feel like a lone wolf. Is there any other, 77, number synchronicities, 88, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could be seeing these number synchronicities, or these numbers may be significant, 79, or 2, 3, 4, 79, 82, 81, 46, 97. This could be different people when you graduate high school, your age, any number of things, okay? Just take it however resonates for you. 222, 444. Some of you could be seeing 333 as well. Collaboration. Maybe some of you have a collaboration coming in. Okay. What am I hearing? Peak, something peak. What is this? Gold's Peak. I don't know what that is. Gold's Peak. I don't know what that is. And then I just heard celebration. So some of you could be coming into collaboration soon, and it's going to be cause for celebration, and or you have something incoming coming in that's going to surprise you. It could also cause a tower moment. We're going to see what comes out the cards. Thank you, Spirit, for these initial messages. Which deck do you want me to use? And then we'll go to the regular tarot. Okay. I've already pre-shuffled, but I'll shuffle again for you guys. A lot of times when I split decks, I look down at them when I'm shuffling. I'll get pre-messages too. So yeah, manifestation. You guys are manifesting. A lot of you, it could be somebody from the past. You could be trying to manifest communication with someone from the past, or somebody in your energy is trying to manifest somebody from you from the past. Okay. So, gift. Goodness. Somebody, okay, Spirit, that's just overall messages. Let me put these back in here because I'm going to do a different type of layout here today. Try something new with my cards. Thank you, Spirit, for the initial messages. Yeah, somebody's manifesting some kind of, I feel like it's someone or something from the past. I feel like they're manifesting. The deck here. Okay, Spirit, what was the situation in the past? Please tell us what was happening in the past that you want the collective to know, that so we know what's going on here. I'm going to pull a past card here. What's happened in the past? And again, I always say this, past could be 5 minutes ago, or it can be distant past. It doesn't matter. Just take it however it resonates. Well, we need to know what's happened in the past with the situation. So we've got the 9 of Swords in reverse and King of Swords in the upright. I just want to show y'all what came out. In the past, this could be you and or someone in your energy, could be reflecting or mirroring energy from somebody, could be in no contact with. Yeah, and withdrawal. So in the past, sorry, I'll just show y'all what came out here. That's the 3 of Cups in reverse. Yep, that's kind of I was seeing that 3 of Cups. So some of you could have been dealing with a King of Swords energy. And okay, so a lot of you, you're withdrawing, right? You're withdrawing from people, places, and things. You're starting to see your patterns. You could have been dealing with a King of Swords energy. And again, I always say this, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Masculine can be in feminine energy and feminine can be in masculine energy. We embody both within us. And we go back and forth between the two, depending on what we're focusing on, what we're doing at the time, especially with the past, with you guys. What some of you have been watching this, what you've been dealing with. So a lot of you have been becoming aware of your patterns in the past. You're starting to become aware of like abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, things that where you were self-sabotaging. You kind of knew about these things and maybe didn't do something about it at the time. What is this, Spirit? A lot of you have withdrawn from people and you've been working on discerning who belongs in your life. That's literally what I was saying, channeling through. Thank you, Spirit, sign of confirmation. You've been trying to discern, who am I? Who am I really? That soul searching. And you've been working on this for a little bit of time. And you're putting up your sword and removing people out of your life that you don't feel now resonate with who you are now becoming. And really who you're becoming is who you truly are deep down inside as a soul. And I'm getting signs of confirmation goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. Sign of confirmation, that's truth. And again, you're putting up your sword. You're protecting yourself. You're creating, I don't know why I was getting a divine masculine message. This may be a divine masculine message. I don't know, but I was kind of getting that when I was in the shower. But again, just take it however it resonates, because if you're feminine, it could be your masculine side, okay? But I feel like a lot of you had to put up every boundaries. You put up your sword with somebody. It could have been a King of Swords. To protect yourself, you had to remove yourself and create healthy boundaries for your own good. And then you had to look at you were looking at your patterns. Okay, so this is past here. Yeah. You had to withdraw from could have been withdrawing from a King of Swords, somebody that was not very loving and affectionate towards you, that was holding back emotions and or holding back finances or an offer, or just really and generally holding back. They were reflecting that. And I feel like it could have been a mirrored, I mean, this could be a twin flame message, but I feel like it was a mirrored energy, because on a soul level, like deep down, oops, something just came out. You had your guard up in certain ways because of some patterning, some wounding, and you were in And again, a lot of this is subconscious. We don't know a lot of times that we're doing this. And maybe this person just triggered this within you and you had to pull yourself back. And then in order for you to see the subconscious patterns of, gosh, I'm avoidant. I'm an anxious avoidant or whatever it is, take it however it resonates. I got some patterns I got to work on. And so this person triggered you to reflect that. They reflected that back to you because that's how they felt about themselves. And they kept you at a distance and they gave to others that were, in a way, I don't want to say less worthy, but they gave to others that, let's just say, was not going to give them evenly reciprocal love and affection like you would. Let's put it that way, okay? Because I don't want to put it in a negative connotation. I don't want to make it out like that because that's ego. But yeah, disconnected. It caused some conflicts and misunderstandings. And you had to cut off this bond. You had to withdraw away from this bond, you and or this other person. In order to heal, go within, look at these patterns and figure out what happened and heal. Yeah, you're in separation. That's the Two of Cups in reverse, by the way. All right, what's current? What's the current energy, spirit? Where is collective currently that's watching this? What are they currently doing right now? Where are they at? Q spirit. Some of you have multiple choices and different pathways that you can go. You are, by the way, this is the Seven of Cups upright. You have options. A lot of you could be, I don't know. We're going to see what comes out. Can you please clarify this, spirit, before I say something else? Can you please clarify this card in the current? Okay. I'm reading the cards, you guys. I'm reading the energy. I'm getting messages, downloads, so that I'm going to be quiet for a minute. More, please, on this. One more, please, on this. What is it, baby girl? You need to go outside and get some water? I might need to let my dog out to the bedroom. Into the living room. What is the spirit on the current? A lot of you are accepting a painful ending in your life of some sort. You've been working hard. Currently, you're working hard on yourself and growing your finances, stabilizing your finances, prioritizing that, maybe above relationships. You're learning how to balance your emotions, temperance. In a way, this isn't temperance card, but I'm getting that's 10 of Cups. You're coming into your happiness. Like, I feel like you're focusing on loving on yourself, accepting this defeat from the past and surrendering it. Whatever it is relationship or a situation in the past, you're surrendering these fears. You're surrendering what's happened in the past. You're trying to heal from it. And you are coming into your happiness and your harmony. And you're also a lot of you are working on harvest. I was getting that yesterday. In yesterday's message, I was seeing like the fall time and harvest. You're going to be harvesting the fruits of your labor. Some of you have been working on this for years, probably 2 or 3 years. You've been working on yourself from this past situation it could be with a King of Swords, doesn't have to be. You could just be in that energy where you had to put up healthy boundaries and remove yourself from people, places, and things. This could be recent past. But again, this is leading, you're coming into harmony now with yourself and learning how to love yourself and put yourself first and accepting that defeat and seeing it for what it is from a higher perspective. You're surrendering what no longer is good for you, who and what is no longer good for you and or resonates with who you are now or who you truly are, your soul level. And also, you're going to be reaping some rewards for this work. With some harmony coming in. We're going to see what's going to be in the future here. What's the future for this collective watching this? If they continue down this current path of what they're working on right here, surrendering what no longer serves them, working on loving themselves, putting self-love, coming into inner balance emotionally and mentally, working on these wounds. Okay, yeah. You're going to be surrendering something, someone or something very important. It could be a career, it could be a business, it could be a way of thinking or doing, like acting, like maybe from a wounded place, you're going to be working past that and surrendering whatever it is. It could be a relationship, a marriage, anything. You're going to surrender this. You and or this person is going to be surrendering and giving into this relationship and or their higher self and their soul calling, their soul path. They're going to have faith in the unseen, walking by faith and not by sight towards their true soul calling, I'm hearing. And that could be a person. It could be in relation to collaboration with a person. I was getting collaboration and partnership with a person. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be for some of you. It could end up being that, but it doesn't have to be. What else on this future, on this potential future? What else on this spirit, on this potential future for the collective? Yeah, some of you are going to be getting an invitation for a collaboration of some sort and an offer. It could be a romantic offer, but it's something with emotion. I feel like it's going to be a combination because there's so many different people watching. Some of you may not want love with this person coming in and you want just partnership, like maybe a soul path, like maybe you're doing a spiritual business of teaching or something together. And maybe that's all it's going to be. Then you're going to have that with them and not romance. Some of you, it could be a combination of both. Some of you, again, it's different. I think it's going to be different for everybody. We'll see what else comes out. But there's definitely an incoming romance. Definitely it's going to be a romance for some of you. Okay, there's going to be a romantic offer coming your way. Once you surrender to this connection, you surrender to your higher self, and out of love, inner love, you come into inner balance and peace. Clarity, yeah. Look at that, clarity. Staying in the now moment is going to be important for you guys. Shift your perspective to see new possibilities. Look at it from a different point of view. Whatever this situation is with this offer coming in, look at it from a different point of view, from the way you may have looked at it from the past, from pain. I think a lot of you are going to be getting that clarity on how you're supposed to move forward with this person. I'm getting a message to just speak this. Again, you have free will choice. I would not move fast. I would move balanced and slow and seek your inner guidance. Okay, slow and methodical. There's going to be I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotions and passion with this person coming in. And this could be you if you're a masculine cross watcher heading towards a feminine. I don't know, that this is just what I'm seeing here. There's two masculine energies out here. One of them in the past was holding back. And now in the future, this person's going to be bringing forward with emotions, coming forward with an emotional offer of some sort. It could be spilling out their emotions to somebody in a moment of clarity. They get clarity and they're going to they're going to surrender to connection and come with an offer. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What else on this future? Yeah. Recovery. And that 3 of Swords in reverse. So this clarity and recovery is absolutely going together. You're going to be, some of you may be getting an apology from this. It could be from a masculine in the past. Again, masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine, but you could be getting an apology that could help heal and bring it into unity. Heal a situation however you want to move forward with this person. It's going to bring healing and clarity. They're going to be bringing through some sort of clarity with an apology. They want to come back in and renew something. I'm getting with this. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What else on this situation? Page of Cups again. It could be trying to bring in a little bit more playfulness. What is this? Please give me clarity on this, Spirit. Okay. Please play on this card right here. Ooh, this going. This offer could bring in a tower for somebody, for you, if you're on the receiving end of this offer. It could bring a tower, a good tower, okay? The towers aren't always negative, really. They're overall, if you look at it from a higher perspective, towers really aren't negative, even though your ego self will view it as negative sometimes, like when you lose a job unexpectedly and you lose a house, things like that. It's always for a higher purpose. It's always to get you back get you in alignment with your true soul's path. And a lot of times there's a huge blessing in disguise within these towers. So it's going to give you an opportunity to build something new and start fresh with this person. This emotional offer coming in from this Knight of Cups. Somebody that wasn't giving, and this could be, okay, Spirit, is this? Yeah, I'm getting apology for some of you. This is going to be a past person. let me ask something. I'm getting, for a lot of you right here with this layout, there's an apology coming and some kind of emotional offer. With me, I'm seeing, okay, this could be the past person coming back that didn't give in the past, but they could also be a new person coming in. So I'm going to ask for clarity. Spirit, we did get options. The Spirit's reminding me we had options. Okay. That 7 of Cups is options. So you could be getting also another person coming in with an emotional offer. Okay. Could cause you a tower and you got to make a decision. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, is this Spirit? Can you give us some more clarity on this? Is this going to be past is a past person from their past and a new person coming in and they have to make a decision? Oh, okay, I'm being guided to go to the regular tarot for yes or no's. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to clean this up. What an Emperor I just saw? I think it was on the left side of the deck. Queen of Cups right there. Queen of Cups. Well, that was the yes card, by the way. Come on. Two of Wands. So this is a yes card. So when I asked, this is going to be a new and old person? If it's going to be a new and old person, if they're going to have to make a choice between the two, that was a yes. So for some of you, you're going to have a choice between more than one person coming in with an offer. Somebody's going to come back with an apology. And then I feel like somebody new could come in with an offer of love. Could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be you and or this person. Doesn't have to be. But it's going to be for partnership, a balanced partnership. And it's going to be a choice. You're going to have a choice. You're going to have to make a decision on this. You could do career with this person. Let's ask first about the past person. Okay, Spirit, we're going to ask about this past person, this King of Swords. What are they going through at this time? What is the King of Swords person from the collective's past going through at this time? The Fool. They're starting a new beginning. This person from the past, from your past, is starting a new beginning. They want a fresh start. They're in the process of getting a fresh start. And that's a yes. Okay. What else are they going through at this time? What else is this person from the past, the King of Swords, going through at this time? Yeah. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They're feeling very empty and lonely. They have, again, I was getting that seclusion. They've pulled back from friendships and probably left people behind. They're ignoring other relationships in their life. They're just kind of like staying off to themselves. They're a little depressed. They could be overindulging in some ways and worrying, just really focusing on their money at this time. Okay, what else can you tell us that this person from the past is going through at this time, Spirit? What else can you tell us that this person, the King of Swords from the past, is going through right now at this time? Yeah, World in reverse. They're wanting to start on a new beginning. Looks like they're trying to. It could be delayed. They're frustrated. They're definitely not happy and feeling fulfilled in what they are doing and or who they are with at this time. So they're delaying a new beginning. I feel like some of them, they're in the process of wanting a new beginning. They're trying to do this, but they're delaying it. They're delaying a new beginning for themselves. I feel like they're just really, a soul searching came in. I just remembered, look, the Hermit on the bottom of and 2 of Cups at the bottom, right behind it. They're hermiting right now over a 2 of Cups partnership with somebody. I feel like whether they should start new with somebody else. They're delaying ending a cycle with somebody or something, but they're hermiting about this 2 of Cups. Could be a Cancer, doesn't have to be. They are in contemplation and hermit, contemplating about a 2 of Cups with somebody. This could be with you and or someone new about what they want fulfillment in their life with somebody new that they feel is they want to come reconcile with somebody, and they're delaying a new beginning with coming in and reconciling with somebody right now. I feel like some of them, they're delaying an ending, or they're delaying coming in to give basically a reconciliation, delaying a reconciliation. They're wanting to start fresh. They could be delaying it a little bit. In Hermit, they're contemplating whether they're going to come and reconcile with somebody from their past that they deem as their true partner. It could be seen twos. Yeah. And they're a little bit too focused on their finances, overindulgent. It could be suffering a lack of opportunities with business and finances right now too. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they're going through a lot of chaos and conflict and So, my gosh. This could be a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're seeing fives, like 555. What is the Spirit? They're dealing with chaos and conflict in their life. They are definitely not in a place where there's unity in a situation or a relationship at this time. Somebody in their energy is very envious of them and their success and or them. Somebody clarify this Five of Wands, please. Please give me some more information on this Five of Wands, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, that fell out. Death, yeah. They're ending a phase. They're ending this chaos and conflict and envy. They're putting an ending to this. If whoever's in their energy has been envious of them, it could be of their success, material wealth. It could be really, goodness, and love too. This person, look, they're looking at this Two of Cups, I feel like, and they're contemplating about this Two of Cups with somebody else they feel like is their true partner that they're probably not with. And this person that they're with could be very envious of this Two of Cups, that they know who this person is for some of you. And there's been a lot of competitiveness in the past and or right now. This person that they're with could be very competitive of you and envious of you. But also, they could have someone on their end. This King of Swords could have someone on their end that's envious of them and their success. There's just no unity in whatever they're in right now. There's no unity. There's no partnership, true partnership, where somebody's given 50% and they're given 50%. I got your back, you got mine. You're my ride or die. That's not what they're dealing with right now. They're dealing with somebody that's not that. They're causing chaos and conflict constantly. This person's constantly envious that they're dealing with, or they're jealous, they're insecure. They could be actually competing for, oh my goodness, I just heard this. This person that this King of Swords is with could be competing with them for the masculine role, the dominant role in a relationship. So for some of you, that's what I'm getting, that this could be a feminine and masculine energy, wanting to be more dominant in the relationship to control and call the shots. And the masculine could be in a feminine energy because of this. This feminine is a masculine, wanting to control, wanting to dominate, and then create chaos and conflict and competition. It could be with anybody he's talking to, even if business, if it's a female. I mean, again, it could be anything like that, but he's going through a death. This King of Swords is going through an ending right now in his life. He's ending a phase and he's wanting to start a new phase. He's going through a transformation, a death and a rebirth in his life right now. It's very painful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to pull on whether this is we're going to pull on the new person too. This is going to be a little bit longer reading, you guys. Then I'm going to pull clarifier cards. Okay. So I know this is kind of a longer read, but I don't know. I was kind of feeling like I should delve into this. Okay, Spirit. Can you tell us about this new person that the collective is in their energy right now already? This could be a person you haven't met yet. I'm getting that. For a lot of you, it's probably somebody you haven't met yet. They could be in your energy months before they show up in the physical. Okay. Spirit, can you please tell us about the collective's new person coming in that could be another choice for them? That's prominently another choice for them, wanting to bring an emotional love offer. Can you tell us what they're going through and tell us about them at this time, what they're going through and what about them? The Fool, they're also starting a new beginning. Okay, they could have just ended a cycle. This new person could have just ended a cycle in their life too with somebody, and they're starting on a new beginning. They could be a very creative person. They could love adventure. I'm getting sun energy, so some of them could be Leos. Doesn't have to be. They could be just embodying that dominant, free-spirited, boisterous, like social personality. Okay, but that's kind of what I'm getting for some of them, okay? What else can you tell us about this new person that's going to be coming in with an offer? What are they going through right now? And or can you tell us about them? Yeah, they're also withdrawing from people, places, and things right now in seclusion. That was the Four of Swords, by the way. Some of you could be seeing fours, like 444 or 44. Some of you could be 44. Wounded warrior. I feel like they just went through a battle on their own. They're working on their stability. They're very disciplined. They're achievement and goal oriented. They love order. I don't know why I'm getting Emperor energy. I did see the Emperor when I split the deck, didn't I? That could be an Aries for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. Yeah, they're recluse and they're recovering after an ending here on a new beginning. Hanged Man came out. So they're definitely going through a spiritual awakening at this time. This new person coming in. They're growing spiritually. Some of them could be prophets. They could have the gift of prophecy or could see things before they happen. They could have spiritual abilities as well. Doesn't have to, but they're putting an end to self-sacrifice. I feel like they were overgiving in a previous commitment of some sort as well. And they're learning some lessons here. They're going through some suffering from an ending as they're starting on a new beginning. But they're seeing the lessons that they were supposed to learn of this self-sacrificing for people, places, and things. They could be a little bit unconventional. They could be a good orator or communicator. Maybe they communicate for a living or of some sort. Maybe they post on social media or they are seen in the public. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. They could be very creative and balanced, very dynamic. Again, I was getting that Leo energy. It doesn't have to be Leo, but it could just be that's their personality. It's in their personality. What else can you tell us about what they're going through with this person? Yeah, they're going definitely through the beginning of an awakening. That's, by the way, 8 of Swords in reverse. Some of you could be seeing 8s, like 88 or 888. Yeah, they're breaking free from bondage, their mental prison, and they're liberating themselves right now. From injustices. They're freeing themselves from overgiving to others and learning those lessons, and they're freeing themselves from being stuck in a situation in the past. Again, past could be 5 minutes ago or a month ago or whatever. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us? That just fell. I didn't even know that fell out. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so they could be overly materialistic at times. They're probably working on that right now. They are freeing themselves from this. That maybe they were irresponsible with money in the past, and or they were overly materialistic, and they're working on healing that now. Now they're seeing it from a new perspective, and they're breaking themselves free from that, being materialistic. What else can you tell us about this new person? Okay, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse again. Yeah, they're in hermit too, ignoring interpersonal relationships. They're lonely. They're depressed. They could be, overindulging. I'm just reshuffling this deck. This is very interesting. Queen of Wands right there. A lot of you are in your Queen of Wands energy. You're creating for yourself. You're passionate. You can be very creative. See, my hands are like struggling with these cards. They're so big. My hands. Thank you, Spirit. What else can you tell us about this new person that the collective doesn't know yet that's wanting to come in? What else can you tell us what they're like and what they're going through at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Cups. Could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, or Scorpio. You could be seeing ones like 11, or you could be seeing 10s too, or like 100. Like they're starting on a fresh beginning. They want new. They want new love. They're readying themselves for new love. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about this new person, where they're at? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if they're going through a bankruptcy or something, a huge loss of finances right now. It could be with an ending. It could be a Gemini or Taurus or an Aries. Doesn't have to be. They could be going through an ending of funds, losing a lot of funds right now in an ending. I just heard something. They're leaving behind materialism for love. They now realize their priorities should be on love, and love in all forms, not just romance. That's part of your spiritual awakening process. I mean, we did get that they're on a fool's journey. They're going through a spiritual awakening. They're releasing and breaking themselves free from mental constraints from the past. Like maybe they were thinking that if they were stable materialistically, that would make them fulfilled and happy, and it hasn't. It's only brought more chaos and conflict in their life. And now they're shifting their perspective to see that really the only thing that's important is love in all forms. It could be with people, just in general, love for self and love for all. Love in general is more important than the Pentacle, than materialistic desires and having a lot of money and finances. That's actually part of what a lot of us are here to do in general, is wake up from that. And masculines, that's a huge thing for masculines, because masculines are all about, and protect, provide, and take action to protect and provide for themselves and their family if they have one. And letting that go is huge, because that's part of that's part of their ego identity. And they're now coming into their spiritual self. They're being more enlightened spiritually. They could be prophets. They don't have to be. Some of them have prophetic gifts. They could be a public speaker. They could be seen in the public in some form, but they have a great love for people. Four of Pentacles, by the way, came out. Yeah, they're letting go of this Four of Pentacles energy. They're letting go of being too possessive, the need to control. You could be seeing 44. There's 44 out here. Yeah, a lot of this money related control. They're letting go of the need to control. It could be with finances. It could be control in all forms. Finances, emotions, being too possessive, feeling lack of security, and like they have hoarding possessions, hoarding money. Maybe they were, oh goodness, spirit. Okay, so this is Six of Swords in reverse. Came out too. Yep. So this person is healing through this right here. They're letting this go. Okay, they're leaving behind a materialistic lifestyle, this new person, and heading into a more spiritual journey of loving on people. And it's not about the material and the finances necessarily. It's about love for self, and God is love. And learning how to love yourself, love God first, and love people in general. And the need to see it's not just about the material, it's about the spiritual. They're now growing spiritually. They're learning about spirituality. They're probably a very creative type. They could be a very loving person, and they're abundant. They have abundance, spiritual and emotional. They're very intuitive. Their intuition is growing. Okay, what else can you tell us, Spirit? Okay, so I was getting something with this Six of Swords in reverse. They're dealing with their emotional baggage from the past, okay? It could have been something that's kept them stuck in a situation in the past. Seven of Swords, being Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. They're learning who they truly are, and they're stepping away from societal norms. They are starting to learn who they truly are on a soul level, on a spiritual level. And that maybe there was some self-deception that they're now getting clarity on about who they thought they were, and or who people around them, who they thought they were, those people around them. And they're dealing with betrayal right now in their life, and they're trying to heal from this and move away from it. Some people could have been very sneaky. They could have been very sneaky in the past. But I feel like people around them in general were some of them could be very sneaky and had ulterior motives. Maybe they were using them for their finances. The sun. I was getting that sun energy confirmation. Some of them coming towards you. Could be Leos, doesn't have to be. They could be just a very successful business person that, just telling you about them, is typically very enthusiastic, prosperous, can make good money, boisterous, very self-confident, but they're very compassionate. I think their health is important to them. Emotional, now spiritual, they're learning, and physical. They may like to work out, or at least they're working on their body. I feel like they're working on their mental health and their physical and emotional health to make themselves happy, learn how to make themselves happy alone before they come into a relationship. Sunflowers may be significant for some of you. You see the sunflowers in there. Anything else? One more, then we're going to pull the clarifier cards. I'm sorry it's so long, guys. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. This person could be juggling a lot of hats in their life. They could be juggling a lot of things right now. Three of Swords, going through a heartbreak. They could be juggling a lot of things. They could be juggling like maybe a business, a busy career, children, household. Like maybe they're dealing with just different priorities. This person balances a lot of different priorities. They stay busy. They don't mind getting out and about and talking to people. And they're good multitaskers. They're good at prioritizing things. Now they're coming into they're learning how to prioritize different things now in their life. Instead of prioritizing money and career, They're now learning how to prioritize love, not just self-love, for learning healthy work-life balance, but also if they have a family, it could be with family too, and love in general. Maybe they were pursuing their career and pushed love aside and was just going after the money and thought that that was going to make them happy and make them feel secure, and it didn't. And I feel like some people could have taken advantage of them in that regard too, with the money. And they're reprioritizing their everything in their life. They're just questioning all their priorities, and they're reprioritizing things in their life. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so I'm going to put that aside. And we'll pull some clarifier cards. Thank you, Spirit. So what can we... I'm not used to going into this much detail about these. All right, so which one do we want to pull, Spirit? I've got several different decks here, like my handwritten deck. I'm going to pull from different things here to help you guys. Okay, I'm going to pull from this to see. I mean, we've discovered that for some of you, this is going to be a person from the past want to come through. You're going to have options, and this is going to confirm who these people are, old and new, for you. A little bit about them here. What do we want to pull from on this deck, Spirit, for this collective? I mean, pretty much already know it's going to be past and new. You're going to have a choice. A destined divine partnership is coming in divine timing. You have a shared life, purpose, mission, love, and career. So I did say that, didn't I? That there was, for some of you, you're going to have love and career with a person, a destined divine partnership coming in. It could be a new person and or old. You got to use your intuition when these people come in. Your intuition will tell you. You will soon have a choice between new and old person. Confirmation of what I was saying. Anything else from this one before we pull from others? Multiple choices in love. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Well, okay, I'm hearing past life love for somebody. What else? One more. High-level soulmate. From your soul family aligns perfectly with your life path, deep comfort, mutually supportive, effortless companionship. That's that Two of Cups that this person's wanting. Business connection was on the bottom of that deck. So again, this could be somebody you're going to be doing business again with as well. Confirmation again. All right. Thank you for that, Spirit. I'm going to move these out of the way. Here we go. Spirit, what can you tell us about this collective watching this, about their life path and what they could be doing with this person? If they're a starseed, whatever they could be doing, what can you tell us about the collective watching this? Again, use your intuition with these messages. Earth angel, a lot of you are light workers, you're earth angels. You're here to heal the collective, yourselves and the collective. Light workers are star seeds, bring peace, healing, and guidance. So I don't know if you guys can see that very good. There we go. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about why they're here, why the collective watching this is here? What are they here to do as a life mission? Starseed, life purpose, soul purpose in this lifetime, the keeper of ancient wisdom. Focuses on preserving and transmitting forgotten earth or cosmic history, such as Atlantis or Lemuria. Acts as a steady anchor for deep spiritual truths, and commonly tied to Syrian origins. So some of you may resonate as being the keeper of ancient wisdom. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to do this one. Spirit, what chakras, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one. This could help you on your journey right here. What chakras could assist the collective watching this? And then I'm going to pull from clarifier cards about what you could be dealing with in the past and what messages Spirit has for you. And then this person, this new or old person, what message cards? What chakras does a collective maybe you want to look at right now, healing or clearing? Blocked root chakra. Again, those pentacles came out. A lot of you are working on stabilizing your finances, your inner stability as well, emotional stability, and your outer stability with your finances. You're balancing your finances. You're working on building them. Signs of a blocked root chakra are physical tension, need for rigid control, constant anxiety, financial instability, digestion issues, lower back, hip, leg, foot, or pain, chronic fatigue, and defensiveness. Okay, what other chakra do they need to work on? And then I'm going to pull crystals and I'm going to pull message cards. Okay, block sacral chakra, creativity. Some of you could be dealing with creative blocks. Low libido, emotional numbness, UTI issues, creative blocks, guilt and shame, lower body pain. Again, lower body pain. Some of you could be dealing with that. Spirit, okay, yeah, this is the crystals. So Spirit, what crystals could assist them at this time with healing and these blocks? What crystals could assist the collective watchers at this time? Blue calcite, that's been coming out a lot lately. Okay, blue calcite promotes deep calm, enhances clear communication, supports emotional recovery. Throat chakra, third eye chakra. Some of you are there to guide and assist the collective online on a platform or speaking, you and or this person as well. You're going to be speaking and assisting people, guiding people, teaching with your mouth, your voice. You're going to be using your voice in some way creatively. Okay, mossy agate. I was getting a green stone, wasn't I? Mossy agate. Stability and new beginnings, natural abundance, slow, sustainable growth, release emotional drama, soothe volatile tempers, release deep-seated fears, connection to nature. Some of you could be grid workers too. Red calcite, again, root chakra. So that'll help your root chakra. Grounding, soft vitality, and emotional resilience, root chakra. Inner power, willpower, motivation, manifestation, boundary protection. Yeah, some of you are creating those healthy boundaries with people. All right, self-love. What self-love suggestion? Then I'm going to move on to the message cards for the collective at this time, Spirit. Self-love suggestion, get more rest. I was getting like overworking, that balance of work and life. Get more rest. Some of you need to get more rest. All right, trying to separate these out. Okay, Spirit, this is stuff that you could be, have been dealing with, you and or this person could have been dealing with these situations in the recent past. It's just like extra signs of confirmation for you. Thank you, Spirit. What is the collective been dealing with? Deception. Someone was deceiving you and hiding things. So you could have been dealing with this. Be with this person or a person on the other end in your energy. Okay. A third party interference. It could have been a third party. Somebody could have been married or in another relationship, and or they could have been picking a job or career above a relationship, putting it above it. Third party interference, friends, family, job, work, unresolved inner patterns. So that could have been an issue in the past. What else, Spirit? What else? Signs of confirmation. This is their message. Archangel Sandalphon could be working with you at this time. Prayer, music, grounding. Some of you are creative artists. You love music. You might be musicians too. Grounding to clear your aura, inspires creativity and humanitarian efforts. Protector of unborn children. Speaks through repeating numbers and colors of the natural world. So he could be sending you synchronicities too. But also could be working with you on your grounding, your creativity, grounding your creativity and clearing your aura. Yeah, some of you are, and or someone in your energy is at a crossroads at this time. A step forward in a new beginning. The moon could be something hidden that you could, some of you could be having dreams about this person and or just interesting dreams about your subconscious going on. But I feel like there was somebody was hiding, again, that's deception. Somebody was hiding things from you. That's what that moon is. The hidden, the things unseen. And it could have been stemmed from deep rooted anxiety and fears of opening up to you. Something not as it seems. They were portraying themselves as somebody that they weren't. Breadcrumbing could have been at play in the past and or could be right now. Okay. Take it however it resonates. What else, Spirit? Grieving. Somebody's definitely grieving. Spirit. Oh, how did that one get backwards? Okay. Projection. Someone projecting their insecurities onto somebody else. That could have been going on too. Anything else? One more. Wishy-washy, in and out, flaky behavior, inconsistent, hot and cold. This could be somebody like a King of Wands. They would like be a little passionate coming towards you, then they would pull back. Then they would get a little passionate coming, and they were in and out. They were not consistent with communication or love or affection or anything. Okay, Spirit. Fighting a conflict right on the top of that deck when I look down. Look. An Archangel Chamuel assisting with healing and Tower Moment right below it. See? Archangel Chamuel is working with you guys to heal a relationship of some sort. Could be from somebody from the past. Heal a broken relationship from fighting and conflict that happened in the past. Okay, what signs and synchronicities justice. Literally justice right behind that. Somebody's getting a divorce and they're getting the karmic justice in a situation. Okay, let's see. And or they could work in the Justice Department. Just depends. Okay. What can you give us some signs of confirmation for the collective watching this, that this is their message as well? Like this could be zodiac signs or your appearance, things like that, like your eye color, hair color, height, whatever. Okay. Or what you do, like what you're like. What can you tell us about the collective watches? Signs of confirmation. This is their message. If I could get these cards. Here we go. Brown hair for somebody. All right, thin body type for somebody. What else, Spirit? This could be you and or the other person in your energy, okay? Freckles, curvy body type. This could be you and or the other person, okay? Scorpio, somebody could be a Scorpio. What else, Spirit? What other signs of confirmation that this is their message? Music lover and or musician. I was getting that. And Archangel Sandalphon came out. Working with you guys. You could be creating something with music. Military background. Somebody's got a military background. What else, Spirit? Gemini. Somebody could be a Gemini. Native American ancestors and or guides. I was getting that with the TP I channeled. Thank you, Spirit. Taurus. Somebody could be a Taurus. One more. Nature lover. Well, 2 more came out. Okay, nature lover, and right behind it, muscular body type. Okay, so what other signs? I'm going to pull signs of synchronicities you could be seeing. Red hair could be for somebody too, an Aries right there. So, I mean, I just was pulled to look at that. All right. I'm sorry it's so long. I did not expect it to be this long, but it's kind of how it was flowing this morning. I was really wanting to delve more into each of these people that's in your energy, old and new. Let's put that aside. Okay, these could be signs or synchronicities that you could be seeing right now at this time. I mean, again, take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else. What signs could they be seeing right now? Feathers. Some of you could be seeing feathers on the ground or anywhere. It could be like on clothes or anything, okay? Some of you can be seeing cardinals. A sign of passed on loved ones could be assisting you and guiding you at this time because it's the only double card. It says we are guiding you. Some of you could be seeing cardinals. Maybe you're seeing cardinal feathers too. 222, I did channel that. Number of alignment. You could be seeing 222. Alignment, harmony, trust, and divine timing. Let go of control. Again, let go of control issues. Controlling the outcome of something. Surrender to it. That connection or surrender into love. Love for yourself first. 144, some of you may be seeing the 144, or you may feel like you resonate as being part of the 144,000 in the Bible. Horse, some of you may love horses or you're seeing horses a lot. This is also an energy that you could be embodying at this time, taking action, personal drive and freedom. You're setting yourself free. You have stamina and courage and emotional capacity to overcome obstacles, trust your instincts, breaking through limitations and going forward, taking action, running away and freeing yourself, setting yourself free. Dragonflies. Some of you could be seeing dragonflies, sign of transformation. And 321, some of you could be seeing 321 as well. I did do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you could be seeing descending numbers too, like 321. One more. Receiving messages and songs. Some of you could be receiving messages and songs. Could be from this new or old person, or just messages in general from like spirit. I have 2 more decks. Okay, so I'm being guided to do the message cards from this new or old person first, and then pull messages from spirit of what they maybe want you to work on, okay? All right, let me move this. Boom, boom, boom. Put that aside. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What messages from this new or old person do you have for the collective? And some of you are cross-watcher masculines. This could be what you're wanting to say to a feminine, but take it however it resonates, okay? If you're, what? Seriously? 2 of them flew on the floor, you guys. Hold on a second. Okay, that's funny. I can hardly hold back my passion and desire for you. I've been feeling this lately. I've been feeling it. So somebody wants to say that. I really greatly admire you, and you are inspiring me to make changes in my life now. So some of you could be on a platform, social media platform, or seen out in the public with whatever you're creating or doing and guiding people. And you could be healing and they could see that and they're admiring you and the work you've done on yourself, and it's inspiring them to do work on themselves. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else do they want to say? This could be the new or old person or both. What else do they want to say? Thank you, Spirit. Hey, come on. What else do they want to say? Can we start all over and try again? So yes, somebody from the past definitely wants to start all over and try again with somebody. Could have never got off the ground for some of you. Maybe it never got past first base or friendship. Maybe you were coworkers. There was a lot of pentacles that came out. Some of you could have worked with this person in the past. This is a message to the masculine from a feminine. I want you to come towards me to communicate from a feminine. So the feminine wants you to go towards her to communicate if you're a masculine. She's ready. Okay, well, Spirit. I feel like the masculine is like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm not ready yet. They don't want to come in half-baked. They want to come in all right. They like completely good. Like they want to come in correct. They're like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. That's what I'm getting right now. 2 of them flew out. That's the last 2 I'll pull here. I put you up on a pedestal, so somebody did not feel good enough for somebody in the past. This could have been a masculine in the past. Did not feel good enough for a feminine. And you put her up on a pedestal and yeah, I want to make love to you. There's that passion again. I'm feeling it. I can hardly hold back my passion and desire for you, and I want to make love to you. Ooh-wee. So spiciness. Spicy. All right, what else? One more. I guess I'll pull one more. I was in my ego and prideful. So in their past, they were in their ego and they were prideful. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'll have messages from the Spirit, things that, again, use your intuition, things that you can guided to work on, and or just messages from them, like what was going on in certain situations, like giving you confirmations. Okay, what else? What do you want to say, Spirit? What do you want to let the collective know? Make plans and strategize is right there when I split the deck. Don't stop, keep moving forward was on the other side. So, okay. It came back out again. Thank you, Spirit. This needed to come out. Make plans and strategize. Take it however it resonates, because you could be a masculine watching this. You guided to make plans and strategize, go towards the feminine. But also, if you're a feminine, you're working on your creations right now. Make some more concrete plans and strategize also with your finances. I'm getting maybe create a stricter budget or a clearer budget that you could follow to balance and start putting money aside. Work on changing your self-limiting beliefs and lack mindset to begin to attract love and abundance in your life. So again, this is suggestions from Spirit. So use your intuition with these. Again, thank you, Spirit, for these messages that can assist us. More shadow work is needed. Journal, introspect, counseling. So a lot of you are still in hermit working on shadow work, and they're saying, keep going. More shadow work's needed. Work on the lack mindsets here. Get to the root of the issue. And subliminals, I'm hearing for some of you, just use your intuition. Subliminals, soundtracks behind meditative tracks. Maybe listen to them at night when you're sleeping or when you're working out or whatever, where you can't hear them being spoken, but they hit your subconscious mind, and it helps reprogram that subconscious mind, because that's where the root of it is. Introspection is needed again. Shadow work and introspection get needed. One more, actually 2 more, please. We'll get 6. Consider choosing your peace and self-love in a situation. This could be leaving something behind or someone behind, okay, from the past. Whoa, that's okay. Release and fully grieve passed on loved ones so you can heal and move forward in your life. So another level of healing. Healing isn't linear. It happens over years and years. And sometimes we have several levels and layers that need to come up. And so you probably have another layer that you need to release of some past on loved ones that they're guiding you to release. Okay. Pay close attention to your thoughts and words, because you're manifesting. Okay. I got that magician card. So a lot of you are powerful manifestors, and you're manifesting whatever you're thinking or speaking about yourself or others right now in your reality. So you got to be careful about that. I'm going to pull some of the lover oracles, and then the animal first, and then we'll do the lover. Okay. Happiness. Why is that upside down? Assertive. Somebody's assertive. I'm coming assertive. Heck yeah. Okay. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have out of this Animal Spirit Oracle deck for the collective watching this? Sorry, guys, it's so long. Happiness came out again. Otter Spirit. Look at that blue. Look at all that blue. Throat chakra, third eye chakra, and white, crown chakra. And water represents emotions, swimming in the emotions. Be the master of playful living, playfulness. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves of your emotions too. Your good destiny of love is sure. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for the collective out of this? We're just going to pull 2 or 3, and then I'll go to the other one. Peacock. Beautiful. You guys are very beautiful at this time. Your energy is beautiful. You're shining. You're vibrant. Your energy is very attractive at this time. You're colorful, flamboyant for some of you. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Thank you, Spirit. Power. There's that bear, Spirit. So maybe you may have a bear animal totem working with you. And look, he's walking. There's green. There's that green heart chakra. It's walking through the water, which is emotions. Inner strength to work through emotional resilience, emotional strength, like working through these emotions. Okay. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. And here's the last one on that one. Inner knowing. Look at that. Solar plexus and in the water, in the sun. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Thank you, Spirit. And then we're going to pull from Lover Oracle, and then I'll wrap it up. Thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed this and it resonated for you, please let me know. I greatly appreciate it. I love hearing you guys' stories and whether it resonated and if things hit home for you and what you enjoyed about it. So, and if you want to hit share button, you don't have to share it. You can hit the share button, copy link. It still hits the algorithm, I believe, and it helps. So these messages will show up for more people that need to get them. Okay. Whoa, that just fell out. Engagement. Some of you may be getting engaged soon. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some of you could have an engagement in your future. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Some of you could have long black hair as well. Earth angel. There's that earth angel energy right there. Some of you are earth angels. That's a masculine brown hair. Okay. What else, Spirit? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. For some of you, you've already met this person and they're in your past, the one that you're seeking and the one you're destined to be with, okay? Again, use your intuition with these. One more, please, and thank you. There's two that came out. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. They weren't expressing their true feelings for you in the past, and maybe now they're going to be expressing that. Codependency, and this is something that I feel like a lot of you are working through right now, you and or this person in your energy. You're letting go of this deception, okay, and being codependent upon others for your validation and security and who you think you are, being codependent upon others for your safety and your needs and your happiness. You're learning how to be happy within yourself, self-love, self-mastery. Thank you so much, Spirit. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, I greatly appreciate all of your love and support that you've provided for me in my channel. That does assist the channel in going out to more people and more people seeing them. And I leave you in love and light. Take care.